Good morning, welcome back. You guys just watched my boxing video of the PCB board and battery box from that was going to be for the Gibson Cherry Burst Deluxe. So now we are going to tear into this, but the first thing I have to do here is I have to go on Reverb, my listings, view all. There's 44 people watching this right now. It's kind of a bummer to end the listing, but there we go. No longer selling. End this listing. Okay, now we got to go to eBay. Selling. Active. Bam. Let's see. End listing. The start price or reserve price is incorrect. The item is lost or broken. The item is no longer available for sale. There we go. So it is no longer for sale. We have free reign to do what we want with it. So I have destination for these pickups. You guys will soon see. It's a shame to have to cut the strings on this because we just put them on not that long ago. So we're going to go ahead and just start tearing this apart. It's going to get Gibson 300K pots for volume, Gibson 500K pots for the tone. We're going to put some vintage capacitors in it. And I think I'm going to use the Super Distortion DiMarzios in it. If not, maybe I'll grab something else because I like the way the chrome covers look on this guitar. There we go. I might be able to reuse these. No, these are them Ernie balls. I'm just going to throw those away. Don't ever buy Ernie ball strings. If you like them and I offend you, sorry, but they're like recycled aluminum cans. Just garbage. I like the Dunlops. I always buy Dunlop 1046s. I bought those because I got a 6 or 8 pack of them for a pretty decent price, which I thought was a decent price, but when I got them I felt like I was ripped off because again they're like recycled Coke cans. It's garbage. They don't even feel like steel. Aluminum is what they feel like. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pull these tuners out too because they're just your standard basic Klusons, and I think I might buy a set of locking Klusons. Again, I always try to put the same style of tuner back on, at least with the same bolt pattern, because I don't like to, I guess I could just leave the strings on this so then I know it goes to that. So I've got a lot of things apart right now. So Tone Pro is what they used on 2017 right from the factory. And I need another parts dish, and I am going to pull these out. Alright, maybe later, because they're all tangled up now. Guess I'll just set the parts over here for now until I find another parts dish, because I have all the silver burst parts in that dish. And even though they're probably the same, I don't want to mix them up. This has got thumb bleeders on it, I just realized that. So that's a pretty cool feature for a basic guitar. This is always the scary part, getting these off. Boy, these two are on pretty tight. Let me see if I got a string or something. I know I do, I just don't know where I put it. That's just all parts. It's all wire. Picks. Brass steel wool. If you guys ever got to use steel wool, use the brass stuff, because then you don't have rusty metal stuff all over your guitar or stuck to your pickups. Alright, this is driving me nuts. I don't know what I do with the string. Let me check under here. Bunch of guitar strings. Lots and lots of guitar. Yeah, see, look at, I got 2 packs of these. So I got 6 packs total, and I've already used 3, and these are just absolute garbage. Garbage. I always use the Dunlop 1046s. So I got lots of Zakk Wylde ones. Still 4 more packs in there. But that's not why I'm in this box. I'm looking for a string to stick underneath of the control knob and lift it off. This is not a string, but it might work. Let's see here. Alright, so I have a twisty tie, or whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to stick that. The thumb bleeder's making it difficult to get around it, so let's try to wiggle it back and forth and up, and there it goes. I'm not pulling real hard, I'm just wiggling it so I don't pull it through the top or break anything. Definitely need to get me another parts dish. And this is a really handy screwdriver here, this Cobalt. It comes in this little case. Obviously I got it at Lowe's, and it has the different bits in it, and they're double-sided. So if you want a little versatile guitar screwdriver, I recommend getting one of these. I use it a lot. This guitar still smells like vanilla. See, this is another guitar that I would absolutely leave the pick guard off of. But there's only 2 problems with that. First problem is the bracket mark and the screw hole there and the screw hole here, and the famous chip from the stupid nut on the back of the pick guard. So this is what really aggravates me about Gibson. I hate them cheap plastic pick guards that they probably get from China, and they ruin your $1,500 to $1,700 guitar or whatever. Put 2 screw holes in it and a big chip in the top for a piece of shit plastic thing that makes it look horrible. So I mean, I just absolutely despise Gibson for installing the pick guards right out of the box. They should throw that in the case, and if you want to ruin your guitar and make it look stupid with a hunk of plastic hanging on it, it's like a mud flap for your fingers some trucker would put on there or something. I used to be a trucker, so I'm not making fun of truckers. I drove coast to coast for Transport America for quite a while. It's not a bad job. gets boring though. Man, just staring down the road for hours and hours and hours. Anyhow, yeah, I'm just rambling on, but I absolutely hate pick guards. And I don't think Gibson should install the pick guards. I think it should be your option. When you buy the thing brand new, if you're not capable of installing it, you can have the dealer install it right then and there. If not, you can go home and throw it in the trash where it belongs, is my opinion. I don't think pick guards should be on guitars, but if you like them, to each their own. But again, it should be a choice, not mandatory. All right, so we'll go ahead and disconnect the ground wire. That's the easiest part in here. Pull the bridge pickup, neck pickup. So this is why I didn't want to do the Cherry Burst, because you had to buy these pickups with these stupid plugs on it, and they want a ridiculous amount of money for a pickup with these stupid plugs on it. And then you could buy the conversion kit, but I am anal. I don't like anything aftermarket. If I'm going to do this, I'd want the factory Gibson plugs in it, not some aftermarket afterthought BS. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep dissecting this and rambling on as I do it. Really want to tell you guys what I'm putting these pickups in, but I'm just going to wait. Yeah, look at this funky input jack, the plug. I'm going to make this a whole set, so obviously I'll take the plate off of that because I'm going to reuse that, but I'm going to sell the input jack, the PCB board, the pickups, and the three-way switch all as one set. Like I did out of the Silver Burst, I got rid of everything in one shot. I actually sold that stuff too cheap. I took $250 for it with free shipping, which again was too cheap, but I just wanted to get rid of it. I probably will not sell I don't know why I carried that one over with me. Oh, and I know it's not a 10. So anyways, I probably will not sell these way too cheap, but I'm going to sell them cheap enough to where they're going to move fast, because like that PCB board we just packed up for the Cherry Burst, I'm not going to use it, so why hang on to it? I'm going to keep my thumb bleeders. I like those. Almost there. Don't take long to strip them down. Takes a lot longer to put them back together, unless you got simple is as simple does stuff like this. All plug and play. Another reason I absolutely despise these PCB boards is it's like you got yourself an Epiphone, a high-end Epiphone piece here. Just, I don't know. Just not impressed with PCB boards. 4628 and a half. Not sure what that means. The writing inside there, 4628 half. Looks like a TR and a ME. Now the next trick is to start getting these pickups out without yanking the plug off of it. I guess I can leave that there. What are you guys doing? I have to go on a bird duty. You guys are taking a crap all over the place. So my old man and I were talking, and you guys seen the brown paisley that I put on the Fender Princeton Chorus amp. We've been thinking about putting that, putting that on the front of a Strat to match that. And I also have that HRDX red and black Fender amp. I'm going to take a black Strat and have Lays paint the orange stripes on the sides of it to make it match that amp, and eventually we'll sell them as a set. You just have to wait. I'm busy. Well, if you can't fly, you shouldn't be jumping off the table. Come on. Stay up there. So I will be keeping my pickup rings too, but that's a 490T. Obviously the next one is going to be a 490R. When I first started getting into guitars, I never knew what the R and the T and all that stuff meant. And then once I did figure it out, it meant rhythm and treble. I'm like, well, where do they go? And the easiest way to remember it is treble for tailpiece treble. So I am definitely an amateur, but I will not do anything that I don't think I'm capable of doing or don't know how to do. When I get into things like that, I run down to Lays and go, here you go, have fun. I need this and this done. So yeah, that's the 490R. I actually got lots of those. These ones have the vintage wiring on them though. And I knew that this one was going to be a pain. There we go. They had a pile of shims in there. Stick all that back on here for now. So there's the three-way switch with the funky plug on it. All right, we're just about got it down. Pretty close. What are you guys doing? Come on, don't chew on the soldering gun. Go on. And one of you guys are bleeding. You must have, yep, lost a feather. So which one of you is it? One of you guys lost a feather. Now you're bleeding. Oh, you're so dumb sometimes, big head. Every time I go to pick this one up, he does a backwards flight and ends up falling on the ground. Come here. You're the only other one that was down there. Alright, well, I got bird blood on me. This sucks. What a way to ruin a video. Gotta clean up bird blood. Well, obviously it stopped. Timmy, why are you guys being such a pain in the ass today? It's ridiculous. I don't know which one of you got hurt, but at least it stopped. See, when a bird loses a feather, sometimes they can't stop bleeding, so they'll just bleed to death. So that's why I'm stopping and looking to see what's going on, because I don't want to have one croak. The English budgies are 135 bucks a piece, and that's a hatchling with like hardly no feathers, and you got to hand raise them and syringe feed them every 4 hours, and got a lot of work into those birds. So definitely don't want to see one croak because a feather came out and it bled to death. So I'm sorry, but this is just going to take a quick second. Alright, well, sorry for the distraction. I think we can get back to it now. I'm going to go ahead and pull the tuners out next, and that's when I need the tin. It's probably why I came over with it the first time. What are you doing, big head? Don't. There you go. They're not normally a pain in the butt. Yeah. You guys have been a real challenge to deal with the last few times. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I've been thinking about taking this down for a high gloss clear, but that's just going to hold us back. Still haven't got the silver burst down there. I can't wait till that thing's done and gone. I'm like so sick of that guitar. Just absolutely tired of the silver burst. I may end up putting these back on. They say Gibson Deluxe on them. They're not bad tuners, but we'll see. What are you doing? I see you thinking it. I like to have the tuners off of it too when I'm working on it, so I'm swinging it around or whatever. I'm not banging the knobs in anything. Almost there. I'm going to leave the strap locks on it unless we decide to get some finish work done to it. Yeah. One more. This is my second 2017 gold top tribute. It's the last gold top I have left. I had custom shop, the classic, the tribute. I had a whole bunch of them actually. Had 5 of them total. I'd fill up the whole rack with just gold tops. But this is the last of them. They got really rough routing up. Look at the, I don't know if you can see that or not, probably not. I have to get the flashlight. All right, come on. There we go. Look at all the wood chips still in there. Super crazy. This isn't the cleanest either. Very uneven. And that's right from Gibson. One more piece. The truss rod cover. That's another thing that I think that Gibson should do, along with the not installing a pick guard. You should get a black truss rod cover, because some of them I just think it just takes away from it. If that was just black, then you would just see the Gibson and the Les Paul, but when you throw the white on it and the writing and all that, it just starts to make it look cheap in my opinion. So I will find a parts container to put all these parts in. That way we don't mix them up with the silver burst or lose any. I need 2 trips for that. But we are committed again to another project, and actually have another project on the way. So there we go. We have a dissected 2017 gold top tribute. We may or may not take this in for some finish work. If I do, I'm definitely not going to probably worry about the top on it. If anything, we'll have it sanded and re-cleared, because there's a little dent here. And just a couple really, really super light ones here, and you can heat those up and you can get them out. But they got a couple light scratches on it and around the strap lock here. If we had the back addressed, it would come out mint again. But I'm not sure if it's worth all that or not. Let's go ahead and take a look at the pickups that we're going to stick in it before we stop the video. So there they are. The DiMarzio. These are the Dirty Fingers. Or not Dirty Fingers, Super Distortion. Dirty Fingers is what was in the GK55. Pretty sure we're going to use all those wires, but I'll just leave it zip tied for right now. They got the black and the white wire bent over and zip tied. These came out of my 76, so they only used a couple wires because that was a 2-wire setup pushback originally. So anyhow, we will we'll get those things squeezed in there. I've never been a fan of open pickups. I've always liked the chrome or gold covers on them. So, but I don't think it'll look too bad in here. And this is the bridge anyhow, but I don't know. We may end up getting a different set of pickups because now that I have this in here, I really don't like, but you know, again, it don't have the, looks better when you start putting parts on it. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. I don't really like using off-brand pickups or parts either, so I don't know if it makes a difference. It's to each their own, I guess, because I see a lot of aftermarket pickups that look like they're really nice. But for some reason, it's like if I don't use the brand that it's supposed to be, I feel like I'm doing an injustice or something. We'll probably end up using them. I have them, they're here. Nobody's bought them. The most I got offered was $2.25 for them. And that's probably a good offer, but by the time you pay reverb fees and shipping, you might as well just hung on to them. So we'll probably end up just using them. I'll have to go on reverb and end the listing on those too, but I'm not going to do it now until we get to that point because, like I said, I may change my mind. So might as well leave those pickups up for sale. I'm still hunting for another guitar, actually two of them, because I have these Gibson P100s and these antiquity aged P90s with the black. So I definitely, I don't have them up for sale because I want to build something with them. The P100s are just awesome. They come in here in this 135. So these are the P100s. They're just stacked humbuckers, and they just sound amazing. So definitely want to build something. I probably have to be a deluxe. That's what I was going to use those in, but the Cherry Burst sold. The deluxe pickup routes are for mini humbuckers, so they're a lot deeper than the P90 route. So I can use a P90 guitar for the antiquities, but the P100s are going to have to be in a deluxe, or if I get a P90 guitar that I want to use it in, I'm probably going to have them routed a little deeper. And I don't like the way that goes per se, so I'm probably just going to look for a deluxe for those and just a regular P90 for the other. So stay tuned. We have yet to finish the Silverburst. We're really sick of that guitar anyhow. We're going to go ahead and jump on this one, and I have something else coming, so stay tuned.